Hello, everyone, and now welcome to another game here. This game, Colorful versus Starbuck on Shallow Grave 1.5. Thank you for watching. However, you got here, being recommended on YouTube, being a subscriber, watching live here on Twitch. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you guys enjoy the game. Starbuck has spawned as the yellow human on the top left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Colorful spawning as the blue night elf on the bottom right. Should be some pretty interesting matches, some high level play, and overall some strong execution from both of these players here on a Shallow Grave. Really liking the latest patch. I think Blizzard did a good job with this patch, adjusting the feedback, making sure to not push forward with any plan that seemed too crazy just because it worked for random team. Anyways, overall, we're looking at a Demon Hunter going up against an Archmage here as a Scouting Wisp, quickly going to look around and then simply back away. Starbuck still training up a couple more workers. We'll see if that number goes above 13. If it does, that is a big indication that we are going to be looking at a fast expansion attempt. Meanwhile, Colorful absorbing a large amount of damage on this Ancient of War here, as the Demon Hunter now making its way over. Is he going to be going for Immolation, the new powerful ability that, seemingly all Night Elf players are using as of late? All right, did the Demon Hunter get the experience? Yes, he did. That Immolation actually getting the final shot off over that Ancient of War. The Demon Hunter, needs to reposition himself to maximize the damage on that Forest Troll High Priest and this Forest Troll Warlord. 13 map pool equals best ever. Allows many different, it does allow for different play styles. It allows for, it makes things not seem stale, as strategies that work on one map, may not necessarily work on another as well. So it really felt like for a while all of the maps, or some of the maps, were different, but even though they were different, they weren't different enough to call for different strategies. So not only is it 13 maps in the map pool making it interesting, it's 13 quality maps in the map pool that are unique and different enough so that you have these some with a very large amount of doodads, and pathing is different, creep patterns are different, and the style of creeping is also different. Reactive play with retraining is also cool, Anyways, coming back around, Water Elemental most likely will get denied there. Archmage does have a potion of replenishment, as we're looking at Militia clearing out this Ogre Warrior creep camp. Ogre Warrior gets taken down. That should give level 3 to the Archmage. And this is a strategy that we've been seeing more and more often coming in from human players, being able to get level 3 on the Archmage with the help of Militia while the Archmage is on its way to the opposing base. Now, Colorful has to deal with level 2 water elementals instead of just that level 1 variety, dealing significantly more damage, as the Demon Hunter now also at level 3. Is he going to try to go? Yep, he's actually going for evasion over immolation, knowing that he needs hit points right now, and that there's not enough mana for him to really deal with all of these footmen who are just constantly running around. Archmage still wandering back across here. A Forest Troll Shadow Priest has a giant bullseye target on its back, as the Archmage knows that that is a very low hit point unit that takes full damage and is very critical, as it can heal up units very, very well. Coming back around here, Water Elemental still trying to deal with these Moonwells here down to the south. Colorful does have one Forest Troll Shadow Priest here. Archmage may be able to shut down that Moonwell. Yes, does shut it down, as the Ancient of War, gets back into position. Tech to tier 2 nearly done. More Moonwells getting constructed. We are teching the tier 2 as well off here, as Starbuck should be following up with a second hero momentarily. Are we going to be looking at pandas coming in from one or even both of these players, as Breath of Fire is incredibly strong straight out of the gate against these lower hit point tier 1 units? All right, coming back around, Footman showing up to the party here, trying to take down the Forest Troll Shadow Priest, but trying to win a fight in a Night Elf base with full Moonwells is a dangerous proposition, even if you have numbers. Starbuck overstaying his welcome here only with 7 supply, now trying to retreat back home as he drops a Water Elemental to bait Colorful to try and chase just a little bit. We do see, well, Arcane Sanctum now getting built. We are getting up some more riflemen as well, as we see a Naga Sea Witch as the second hero from Starbuck, and a Naga Sea Witch coming across from Colorful. So both sides opting to go for Naga Sea Witch instead of what I thought was going to be a panda. Naga Sea Witch with those cold arrows do stop fleeing units, as we're looking at more and more engagement against these last remaining rogue wizards with that frost armor. All right, dual water elementals. Naga Sea Witch looking to engage against this Ogre Mauler, Ogre Magi creep camp. Gonna go ahead and take those down. Sobi Mask is dropped. That should be picked up by the Archmage to try and help with that mana regeneration, as well, water elementals are not cheap. Forest Troll Berserker are going to go ahead and get taken down there, get finished off. Another one will get taken down as well. Meanwhile, we're looking at the Demon Hunter looking to clear out the Sasquatch creep camp while healing up his own army again. Ring of Regeneration, the last final item for that Demon Hunter, perfect, as he needs to find additional ways to heal as well. All right, Archmage shows up to the party, drops a Water Elemental, should really be stopping that healing ward, as the Footman now going to be forced to try and retreat back, but I believe the Demon Hunter may try and go after it. Here we are, Immolation on the Surround. Surround is actually very deadly there, as that Immolation is racking up quite a bit of damage. I'll add in some cold arrows from the Demon, or from the Naga Sea Witch, making it difficult to actually run away, as the Demon Hunter getting consistently some more kills as well. All right, Demon Hunter in a little bit of a pickle there, trying to retreat back. Is able to heal back up, as the Footmen are now trying to retreat away from that Demon Hunter, who is finally out of mana. Priest may try to heal up a little bit more. What is that Demon Hunter looking to do? Trying to, well, head away, as the cold arrows not enough to slow down that fast-pacing Demon Hunter. So far, 31 over 40 supply compared to Starbucks 44 over 48. Still mining away, trying to get out more units out on the battlefield. Archmage only sitting at level 3 right now. Demon Hunter just shy of level 4, as the Water Elemental may end up just getting bursted down very quickly, giving level 4 to that Demon Hunter, and now having access to level 2 Immolation. With that level 2 Immolation, the damage over time is going to be very, very significant, especially with low hit point militia being brought into the fight as well. All of these gates here are going to be opened up, and now we're looking into a possible tower attempt here, as the Demon Hunter trying to engage here, but realize he can't do it, as there's a large army coming in from behind. There's a little bit of, well, not knowing what's around the corner, as line of sight does come into effect in WarCraft 3, even though we can see what's going around the other side of the bushes. The Demon Hunter didn't realize the number of range units that we're supporting. Starbuck looking to retreat back here. Water Elementals getting abolished down by the Forest Troll. Shadow Priest, Fork Lightning nearly finishing off a low hit point Footman, as he's going to try and retreat back. Priest need to do some overtime while healing onto that Footman, and just ignore the Water Elemental, as his time life is coming to an end anyways. There goes that Ancient of War. Low hit point Footman. What is he doing? Joining in on the fight here. Could easily just feed experience, as the Naga Sea Witch says, thank you very much. As this Naga Sea Witch of Starbuck now could be in trouble. Almost gets killed by an Ancient of Wonders, but able to slip past again. Demon Hunter still engaging. Potion of Invulnerability on the Archmage. Naga Sea Witch trying to retreat back. Does have Boots of Speed, and, well, still double backing around here, as the Naga Sea Witch also has Boots of Speed as well. Bear is now coming online. We are looking at one bear trying to take things down, as Immolation was used there. No healing wards. Fork Lightning coming back across one Arcane Tower. This is going to be so close. Archmage trying to get in harm's way here. Arcane Tower trying to take down the Demon Hunter. Naga Sea Witch double backing around. What is going on here? As so many fights happening all at once. All right, Naga Sea Witch now trying to Naga Sea Witch trying to dodge a little bit of damage here. One more arrow would do it. Priest is trying to get the heal and losing line of sight again right there. Meanwhile, Archmage is trying to run back, and there is action happening all across the map. Not quite sure where the camera should go. All right, Druids of the Claw now back out onto the battlefield. The instant a Druid of Claw is out on the battlefield, the Rifleman should try and focus it down. Arcane Tower is now there. We're looking at repairs underway. Naga Sea Witch back out onto the battlefield. We're going to see the cold arrows in time to stop the Demon Hunter as the Archmage able to escape away. Now we're looking at a little bit more damage getting racked up. Archmage now trying to retreat back. Demon Hunter trying to join back in on the fight here. Naga Sea Witch is going to turn back around and get some damage onto that unit. No, but the Ring of Regeneration plus Rejuvenation making that Demon Hunter much more difficult to kill. Also, Priest joining in on the battlefield to try and heal up all of these units again. And Naga Sea Witch comes in with an Orb of Venom. Are we going to see more damage getting racked up? Naga Sea Witch now down to 38 supply or 38 hit points, and both of these heroes not 100 hit points between them, as the Naga Sea Witch now out of mana again. All right, Forest Troll Berserker escapes away at 21 hit points. These two heroes somehow able to consistently stay alive here, as the Naga Sea Witch fighting against a Rifleman here and a Water Elemental. Archmage shows back up. Scroll of Town Portal now getting used by the Naga Sea Witch in order to get away. We're going to be looking at more damage and a quick retreat. All right, Colorful having, well, that could be a free experience right there, getting returned back around for that Footman earlier, as Colorful now looking to, well, try and heal up and get out of the back of his own base. Only one Arcane Tower operational, as the Ancient of Wonders going to get taken down, and with that, a big home field advantage is lost. Druid of the Claw is now trying to make their way back over. Auto Repair could in fact be used, as the Arcane Tower could switch targets and then start feeding mana back against the Bears, the Naga Sea Witch, and the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter now out of mana again, as the Archmage could be in a little bit of trouble, down to 188 hit points, as that Orb of Venom still ticking away some of that damage. All right, Priest still trying to heal back up. Druid of the Claw in Druid form going to go ahead and get off of Rejuvenation on another unit before, well, turning into a bear and joining in on this battle. 40 supply compared to 42. Both sides fighting and engaging. Druid of the Claw not really in danger of falling, but the sorceresses need to, well, do some work here to slow down those druids and perhaps even rack up a bit of that damage with their magic damage. 10 to 12 does add up when you have enough of these units overall. One Druid of the Claw could get taken down. No, Staff of Preservation for the save. Another Druid of the Claw could get taken down, as the Archmage is trying to dodge down to 35, down to 5 hit points, down to 2, down to 28, and somehow able to stay alive again. All right, there goes one Druid of the Claw. Now gets taken down to this Naga Sea Witch, down to 65 hit points. And talk about playing on the edge of a sword. Both sides trying to use every single hit point to its advantage, and somehow Starbuck has constantly been having heroes with less than 100 hit points still involved in the action, getting these kills. All right, Peasants now causing a little bit of a traffic jam here. Level 4 now on the Naga Sea Witch. Staff of Teleportation inbound on that Naga Sea Witch here, as it's going to be forced to try and back away. All right, Demon Hunter going after the Naga Sea Witch. Demon Hunter has plenty of hit points. More healing getting underway across the Archmage and the Naga Sea Witch here, as more Staff of Preservation also engaging again. There's another Rejuvenation onto that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter not in danger of falling, as the Archmage down to 35 hit points. Are we going to see enough damage? No, we are not. Not enough lasting damage again. Naga Sea Witch still here as well. Water Elementals dropped in position. Naga Sea Witch falls at level 4, giving a level up to the Naga Sea Witch at level 3, but Demon Hunter gets up to level 5 as well, as the Demon Hunter could go after that Archmage. Archmage at 49 hit points, Naga Sea Witch at 58. There's a Potion of Invulnerability going back around. There's some cold arrows, but that Naga Sea Witch Potion of Invulnerability only lasts 7 seconds. It cannot stick around. It now needs to back away down to 15 hit points and gets killed by a mana burn. 36-point mana burn, enough to kill the Naga Sea Witch. Archmage now could be in trouble here, as a mana burn could finish him off as well. Archmage seeing that level 5, dropping a level 3 Water Elemental into the battle here, as Druids of the Claw are still engaging. Arcane Tower, Archmage off to the side here. Are we going to see some more damage getting racked up, as the Demon Hunter is sitting at level 5? Teching that mana burn that seemingly came out of nowhere. Level 1 mana burn finishing off a level 3 Naga Sea Witch. All right, more water elementals being dropped. That Archmage has been consistently healed by Priest throughout this fight and is somehow still in this battle. Naga Sea-Witch going to go ahead and Staff of Preserve or Teleportation into the battle here. We're looking at the Demon Hunter with Orb of Venom racking up quite a bit of damage. Units are going to try and retreat back as the Demon Hunter can get in some easy kills once again. We are looking at some more rejuvenation as Druids of the Claw are jumping out onto the battlefield, but Druids of the Claw are not sticking around all that long. Meanwhile, Naga Sea-Witch waiting to get resurrected here as we're looking at the Arcane Tower trying to feed back and cause some problems. All right, Arcane Tower should perhaps now go after the Druid of the Claw or Druid of the Claw. Any target with actual mana is perhaps better as you're just looking for damage overall, and that is what's happening. Druid of the Claws are getting taken down. Archmage now trying to retreat back down to 111 hit points, but well, he's been lower for much of this fight. All right, Naga Sea-Witch about to get resurrected, and suddenly that is going to come into play as the Arcane Tower is finally going to fall after all this time. That is a dangerous proposition, trying to get close to a Demon Hunter who has a cloak of shadows and hidden. And Starbuck says, you know what? I cannot stick out in this fight any longer. I need to retreat and regroup. All right, big damage across the board here. More Priest. And this is all Starbuck doing, cranking out units off of one Arcane Sanctum and one Barracks. Sorceresses and Priests both coming from there and being able to just stay on top of everything pretty consistently. 45 supply army compared to 47. Hero level advantage slightly for Colorful at this point. And as we're looking at, well, a large number of Druids of the Claw. This is tier 3 units with plenty of healing between all of these Druids of the Claw now. All right, more rejuvenation coming across here. Naga Sea-Witch may be able to get to level 5. Meanwhile, this Naga Sea-Witch sitting at level 3, Archmage right behind sitting at level 4 with the Sobi Mask, perhaps going to try to drop in some more water elementals as well. There's one, there's two, and a third one could be coming into play already. Meanwhile, Naga Sea-Witch looking to finish things off here. Toma retraining, level 3 mana burn, level 2 in evasion to try and change things up. As you saw, this Druid of the Claw purposely transforming into Druid form and then attacking that Naga Sea-Witch to lose a bit of that aggro. Militia now turning into a peasant again, will be building up some towers. There's a scroll of Town Portal for defense, and here we are into this engagement now. All right, Spellbreaker could try and steal some rejuvenation, Vampiric or a Mana Burn onto the Archmage, and now suddenly with Mana Burn on the table, that Archmage is just not going to be able to drop down those water elementals any longer. You saw how important those water elementals were in the battle before, and now with the Demon Hunter having access to not only Mana Burn but Metamorphosis, this attack is not going to last nearly as long as the Demon Hunter is chasing after all of these units. All right, ranged chaos, poison, damage across the board. Water Elemental could easily get finished off right there, trying to finish off a little bit more, trying to rack up a little bit more damage. There's a slow getting cast onto that Demon Hunter as he wants to try and perhaps finish off a peasant or two. A little bit of that chaos damage splashing across multiple units, but the poison damage really, only being applied to one. Back down to the south side here, this Arcane Tower looks like it is not going to get completed. Druid of the Claw going to finish it off, and, well, it gets canceled. Upgrade gets canceled before it is destroyed. That strong push by Starbuck did end up giving Colorful a lot of experience on his level 5 and then now level 6 Demon Hunter. With that, the counterattack, the follow-up attack by Starbuck really fell flat as, Mana Burn shutting down that Archmage's strategy and also getting to level 6 with a Mana Burn on a Priest and taking that down. What is Starbuck going to follow up with? That is now the question. Bringing in a couple of ivory towers instead of just trying to build them with peasants. And that is going to speed up the overall pressure. So if at first you don't succeed, try again and do it a little bit faster and a little bit more cleanly. That seems to be the strategy now. Demon Hunter's Metamorphosis is currently on cooldown, and that could be what he's looking for. All right, a little bit of damage, a little bit of cold arrows. Ivory towers now currently being placed down already. More towers being built further back across here. We should be looking at those upgrades already, as the Archmage needs to drop in some water elementals. No upgrades. This is actually really strange. Starbuck placing down those towers, now finally upgrading, had plenty of time to upgrade them, and if those towers are not up in time, well, you guys know why. All right, Archmage continuing to make its way forward with these water elementals here. 48 supply compared to 48, but it doesn't look like Colorful is ready to try and defend yet. Demon Hunter, well, with that melee range, doesn't want to go up against all of these units. Archmage, well, Nagasiwich now gets up to level 5 and finally going to engage now, as the Goblin Shredder, well, is low on hit points and could be in a little bit of problem as well. Lumber Mill getting added into that front line position, interestingly enough, as we see a Cyclone, Wand of the Wind, picking up those units. Druid of the Claw now taken down, sorry, Demon Hunter now taken out momentarily, going to go ahead and get backed away. Staff of Preservation saves a low hit point Druid of the Claw, as the Lumber Mill is getting added in here. Perhaps, oh, he was trying to build guard towers and didn't have a lumber mill, so he's building the lumber mill right in front of his opponent as a little bit of of a blocking move too. Scout tower a little bit too far here. Arcane Vault now going to get built. This Arcane Vault, interestingly enough, could actually be to try and buy ivory towers to set them up quickly. Archmage needs to get quite a bit more lumber if he wants to upgrade any of those towers, though, or even buy any of those towers, currently only sitting at 19 lumber. Dual Arcane Towers is the third one in the back here, but this is now a forward outpost that will be a thorn in Colorful's side. Much of the forest has been mined away, so Colorful does have a bit of room to try and maneuver in the back here, as there is no more gold on the map here. Tree of Eternity now getting up and walking away, perhaps trying to set up or mine in a different position, but it is going to come down to a couple of fights here. Perhaps Ancient of Lores, Ancient of Wonders are going to try and join in on the battle, and here we are. Here we go. Dryad's going to quickly abolish magic there. Demon Hunter could easily mana burn down a couple more units, perhaps try and use Metamorphosis as well, as the Demon Hunter, even with finds another low hit point priest and mana burns it down. All right, not many priests left in this fight. In fact, no more priests left in this fight here, as the Demon Hunter should be able to fend off against this attack. Tree of Eternity still marching off to the north, as we're looking at more damage getting racked up again and again. Dryads continuing to push. Perhaps they should abolish magic here. Druids of the Claw should be getting in some more rejuvenations as well. There's a quick roar there, as rejuvenations are going to be incredibly important in this battle. Demon Hunter with that, with that chaos range splash damage, more fork lightning, so many low hit point units here, and it looks as though Starbuck going to be losing a lot of units, and that is going to be the GG with three quick losses on the unit front, knowing that Starbuck would not be able to really come back from this at all. Colorful playing a beautiful game, getting up to levels 7 ultimately on that Demon Hunter, and Starbuck really getting using every single hit point out of those heroes. The Archmage and the Nagasiwich essentially running laps around all of the lakes, all of the doodads, and still being able to stay alive. That sudden level 5 Demon Hunter who opted for level 1 mana burn to get the kill on that Nagasiwich, as that Demon Hunter needed just a little bit of range in order to finish off the hero. In the end, a great game. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.